toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. A first carry for Leonard Fournette. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it's going to be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And the tackle there by Quan Alexander. And now the Bucs deciding to take a timeout defensively. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Looking to throw on second down. Warren eluding the pressure right. Incomplete.
Not too many things get to a quarterback of this magnitude, but I think it's safe to say that pressure can get to any quarterback.
Now, he's obviously a great franchise quarterback, but felt the pressure, threw it incomplete. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
Operating from the gun, Warren. And he fires one that's intercepted. Terrence Brooks with a pick. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. They were ball hawks last week. They had a trio of interceptions on defense. In the first drive, they pick up right where they left off.
They're creating quite a reputation for themselves, aren't they? And sometimes what happens is, when they know that the defense can take the ball away, as they saw the previous week, now you try too hard to not let them take it away, and you force yourself into errors. They've intimidated them, in a sense, and gotten the ball from them.
He's going to get it running right, and he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and goal. He's going to get it running right. And he tried to bounce it outside, but they'll stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
Right now, no questioning the toughness of this Jaguar defense. This is 3rd and goal. Jameis to throw it. Steps away to his left. And it's a Buccaneers touchdown. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that way.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Jaguar offense now as they get set to take over. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. That good for 22 and a first down. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On 1st and 10, Warren. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Takes this to the 45. Broken tackle. Bought him a little extra space. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. To throw on 2nd down. Warren looking deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
We talk all the time about playmakers on offense, but let's face it, there are plenty of playmakers on defense, too. I think we just saw an example of one, didn't we? Not force that incompletion.
Yeah, he's a great corner. They got a couple of them on that side of the football. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And he's taken down inside the 30. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Warren sliding out of the pocket. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage, even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
Going left side here, and it's complete. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here.
Watching that body.
They'll go with a big back Fournette. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. And they'll go on the ground. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Gone!
To throw on 2nd down. Warren flush to his right. And this is caught for a touchdown. Now hold everything here. Flag in the backfield. This one might be coming back. Now after the holding call, here's 2nd and 20.
Gone!
From the gun, Warren. Flushed out right. Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. 3rd down.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. An update from a game going on in Indianapolis. And it's the Titans who are off to the early lead in that ball game. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses.
Watch it now, Barney. Barney.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Warren, incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
A dozen plays on that drive that ends with the field goal.
Let's go ahead and break out some of the old chestnuts here, right, partner? Keep the ball in front, rally to it, and make the tackle, right? No big plays given up, no balls over your head. Bend, don't break.
Hold on. Chestnuts?
You like
Come
that
on.
one?
What does that mean, break out? That just because you break chestnuts?
I'm not sure about that, but I'm just going with why they said that. I have no idea.
Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Let's go.
Working out of the gun, Winston. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. A gain of 6 there on 1st. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the 1st quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. 1st quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up 1st downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a 1st down.
Ready.
Jameis now on 1st down. Caught on the right side by Jones. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Call it a pickup of 7, and it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Let's go now. Sonic. Watch that in. Tight end's right. Tight end's right. Hey, sub. Let's go. Here we go. Even.
Winston now from the 50. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to let it go deep. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A gain of 32. That time. So the ref takes a peek here, wants to see if the receiver had possession and both feet inbounds.
If this were a college game, this would be a legal catch. It's the 2nd foot that they're looking at to make sure it gets down. You have to have 2 inbounds in the NFL.
Easy. Green, triple C. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And the pressure gets there, and Winston goes down.
I know there'll be a little bit of criticism there because they went right back to the air after the huge pickup and end up getting sacked. That's often a play that you make. You feel like you've got momentum on your side.
Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. Now, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. They'll run it now out of the gun. Down to about the 22 here. It's a gain of 7 on the carry, but they'll need to double that here. It's 3rd and 14. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Bucs in possession of the football as we begin the second quarter. They're in the midst of a nice drive, but facing a 3rd and long here.
Let's go now.
From the gun, Winston. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is.
Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
Throwing on 1st down. Warren. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Looking to throw. Warren eluding the pressure right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 41. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Following the interception, Winston. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
On 2nd down, Winston again. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on 3rd down.
Ready. Blue ready.
On 3rd down, Winston. It's caught. Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. A gain of 13 and also a 1st down.
It's a nice job hitting him on the angle route there. Coming out of the backfield, cutting sharply across the middle. And that's good timing between the quarterback and his receiver.
Effective 3rd down play to move the chains. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. Winston. And it'll be intercepted. Picked by his former FSU teammate Jalen Ramsey. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week. 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
A good pickup there, 26 yards.
Doesn't matter whether it's a zone coverage or man coverage, the drag route can be effective when it's run well.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. On 1st down, Warren. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. Give him a couple on the catch, it's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Watch it now, Barney.
Fournette, a first down carry. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
All right, now, look at 56. Look at.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Warren. Flush to his right. He'll wind up getting 4 there on his own, but it will leave him now with a 3rd down situation. The Jaguars on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Warren. He's going to look deep down the field. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. As his guys are in for 6. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 10-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Now the Buccaneers offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
Ready. Blue way.
Winston now to throw on 1st down. Being chased out left. Now he's going to let it go deep left side. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. It's a big play there for the Buccaneers. 51 yards. Well, last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw.
And this is going to be intercepted. Able to get there and pick it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Now Leonard Fournette. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He sets to fire deep. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The Jaguars on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8.
Detroit! All right, now, look at 56. Look at...
Back to throw. Warren. And down he goes. A Buccaneer sack. And their inaugural sack of the game coming from an unlikely source.
You mean it wasn't a linebacker? It wasn't a defensive end?
It was somebody like you.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, that's a surprise for the offense. That's not what they normally get when they think about pressure.
This is taken at the 18. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their own 37.
Ready. Move ready. 150.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
I'd say it's pretty good strategy. If you throw interceptions on back-to-back drives, let's see if the running backs can handle the ball a little bit, get things going. And also, you motivate your offensive line. I think they're in the mood to fire out and hit someone.
I thought the defense, though, might be a little more prepared for that run. Pretty good gain on the ground. Give them 3 yards and a fresh set of downs. Two minutes remain here in the first half. We'll come back to Tampa after this timeout. The first down throw for Winston. Flushed out right. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Howard. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Ready. Blue ready. Hey, 5 on the 50.
First down, Winston. Throw right side, caught by O.J. Howard. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. A gain of 6 there on first.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
Yeah, interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
Even. Hey, sub. Let's go.
From the shotgun, it's Winston. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Partner, this is one of the best routes anyone can have in their offensive playbook. Tough to defend because you think it's a go route, and then he breaks it back on the comeback. There's one other thing you need as well.
A well-thrown ball.
Exactly right. You have a guy who has some precision in throwing the football because of the timing of the route.
Forced out to his left. His throw caught about the 5. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 16 yards there. 2 straight plays of 16 yards and another first down. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
150.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll make it 2nd and goal.
Ready. Black 22.
Here's Winston. Escaping the pressure right. And he will score. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Jameis Winston with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6. Extra point good by Catanzaro. And the lead is now 14-10. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. Twisting away. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st and 10, Warren. That's into the hands of Westbrook over the middle. He's got this to the 30 before being taken down. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So the big play has them all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Warren. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
Back to throw. Warren. Try to lay one up deep. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone. So we've hit halftime here in Tampa with the Bucs out in front. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Out come the Buccaneers. They'll have it first to start in the 3rd quarter. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
Let's see if they do just that. On 1st and 10, Winston. Looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Jameis now 12 of 17 through the air as he leads his guys up on first down.
Ready. Black 25. Set. Let's go.
To throw, Winston. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off at the 36. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got this. But he is in a major league rut right now. Let's see if his teammates can pick him up along the way.
You're right. He talked about being cool, calm, collective, rebounding. Not rebounding right here.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Looking to throw. Warren. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle of the field. Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. Back to throw. Warren. Open man is Westbrook, complete. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. 10 yards there, good enough for a Jags first down. Throwing on first down. Warren. And incomplete. A drop there in the middle 3rd of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down. And he's certainly not a guy that drops that football very often.
Indeed, because that's a bit of a surprise. I know he's in the middle of some traffic and people, bodies all around him, but he usually has the focus to haul that one in.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up 1st and goal.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
He'll get it up the middle. And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Fournette. And he'll get nothing out of that one. What a stand so far defensively. And now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now. 4th and goal from the 2. Now they'll run it on the toss. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Jags are able to cash in for 6. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Winston and the Bucs take over now, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Even. Ready. Blue ready.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. And even 50 yards. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Here we go, even.
Winston now. Caught by Gates, left side. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. In for the score. And the Bucs are able to strike for 6. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. To throw on 2nd down. Warren. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Quan Alexander. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
Triple C. Hey, sub. Let's go. Ready. Blue ready.
To throw is Winston. That's caught by Howard. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's go now.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays,
Makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have had a really difficult time.
But now you get to sit up here with me.
Yeah, and that's fun, isn't it? And what a really nice game right there on first down for them. Brings up a nice second down for them.
Eluding the pressure right. All in all, no gain on the play, and it'll bring up third.
Well, he strung it out as far as he could, and I like the fact that he kept his eyes downfield, but he finally ran out of time and room. But I'll take that over forcing it downfield and possibly having it intercepted.
On 3rd and 1, here's Winston. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And no signs of the field goal unit. They're going for it on 4th down. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? And a movement there coming from the middle of the line.
And you understand he wants to get off the ball quickly, but the ball's right in front of him. He has to watch it move first.
Now it's 1st and 10 after a costly penalty there on 4th down.
Ready, blue ready.
Here's Winston. Flush to his right. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. Hey, sub. Let's go.
Winston from the gun on 3rd down. Dancing to his left. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They get 7 there, but it brings up 4th. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you'll see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He's going to let this one go deep. So they took a shot on 1st down, but couldn't connect.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Line of scrimmage, again the 25, 2nd and 10. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Warren. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 35. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line. That's now his 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands. And throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Let's go now.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Easy.
Working out of the gun. Winston. Flushed out right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's third. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here. Oh, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. On is Chandler Catanzaro now for the Buccaneer field goal. On the left hash, officially it's called a 51-yard attempt. And Catanzaro's kick is right through. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Always got some breathing room. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one good for 33 and a first.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field. And they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw on 3rd down. Warren escaping the pressure right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Back now here on EA Sports. It's Jaguar football, but a little work to do for them. They trail here as we start the 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. This quarterback now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. From the gun, Warren. Eluding the pressure right. And that's incomplete. He started out having some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter and find their way open.
Throwing again. Warren. Flush to his right. That's incomplete. Nearly another pick. My goodness.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. totally off his game right now?
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
On third down, Warren. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now fourth down.
I'm trying to decipher what's going on out there because I don't know if he's just getting bad reads. I don't know if the defense is confusing him. I don't know if he just has, you know, bad info and intel before he snaps the ball. But he's made some pretty bad decisions with the football lately.
Yeah, several bad decisions on the interceptions he's thrown in. Frankly, that should have been another pick right there. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So out come the Bucs now. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open. Now second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 25, second and 10.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
On second down, it's Jones. And he was able to shed the tackle, but the reserves come in for the stop. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go. From the gun, Winston. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. Here comes the Jaguars offense as they get set here. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal. And I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not all not joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
And maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Operating from the gun, Warren. Flushed out right. Taking a shot for Samuel. He's got a man. Complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one goes for 36 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. To throw again. Warren. Got his man complete over the middle. It's short. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Here's a give to Fournette. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
They'll run for it with Fournette. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. A handoff to Fournette, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old-school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Watch it now, Barney! Barney!
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Hurry up, here we go! Green 39! Green 39!
Looking to throw. Warren escaping the pressure right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. A rough couple of weeks for the man under center. 5 sacks last week, 4 now this week. Do you try to design some quicker developing plays if you're an offensive coordinator?
I think you do that. I think you also change his launch point at times. In other words, move your pocket to the right, to the left, roll him out, bootleg him. Do some different things so they can't just rely on the fact that he's going to take 3 to 5 steps back in the pocket and line up and throw the football.
Yeah, current formula is not working right now. And Tampa Bay trots out there now. Now, the previous drive they punted, but that was just the first time they've had to do so in this game.
And when they turn on the game film, the coaches will rant about this, right? They'll say, oh, God, we got to move the ball, guys. We can't punt the ball away. But they have to keep smiles off their faces because that's the first time in the game they've had to do so. They've moved it quite well. They'll overall be happy with what they've seen.
Jameis now on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Here we go, even. 5-0. Watch the five.
Throwing again, Winston on 2nd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A very nice pickup of 33 yards. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Now a first down carry by Jones. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. He's got his tight end over the middle, O.J. Howard. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. Time for a break. We'll come back for the electrifying conclusion after this. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Hey, stop. Even. Watch the five.
The give is to Jones. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds and keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks. Well, give to Jones. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. A gain of 3, second down. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7. They'll go again to Jones. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. And now the Jags going to signal for another timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
5 on the 50. 5 on the 50. 5 on the 50.
Winston. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and that'll make this a 7-point game. But from a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
They have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. They'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And nearly intercepted there. That would have been ball game if he had clinched it and caught it. Instead, it gives him one more chance here on 4th down. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Back to throw. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. And the Buccaneers getting ready to go as they take the field. The clock cannot be stopped here. Defense can't do anything. So kneel it down, take it home.
No doubt about it. It's what you practice for in winning situations each and every week. Victory formation. Take a knee and go on into the locker room and celebrate.
Call it a victory.
Listen, anytime you take a knee to end a game, that means you've won it. So it doesn't matter whether it's home or on the road, but there's something a little extra special about doing it in front of your home crowd, isn't there?
And the home crowd applauding. They're happy with what they've seen. Chalk this one up in the left-hand column for a win.
Yeah, that's right. Head to the locker room, throw the wristbands in the crowd for the kids, your gloves, your towels. Get to share it with the home team.
Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal. That's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for Tampa Bay, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Houston Texans next week. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might